Hi everyone, it's Ari. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, in this video we are going to be discussing Am I Too Young? And the Bible verses, Jeremiah chapter 1, 4 through 10. I'm going to read that for you right now. The Lord gave me this message. I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you as my prophet to the nations. O sovereign Lord, I said, I can't speak, for I am too young. The Lord replied, don't say, I am too young, for you must go wherever I send you and say whatever I tell you, and don't be afraid of the people, for I will be with you and will protect you. I, the Lord, have spoken. Then the Lord reached out and touched my mouth and said, look, I have put my words in your mouth. Today I appoint you to stand up against nations and kingdoms. Some you must uproot and tear down, destroy and overthrow. Others you must build up and plant. Ooh. So, this passage is when God first called Jeremiah. And here are some key verses that I really liked. God knew the plans he had for Jeremiah before he was even born. That's Jeremiah 1:5. And if God knew the plans he had for Jeremiah before he was born, God most definitely knows the plans he has for you. And he has it all laid out. He knows exactly what he wants you to do, what he has in store for you. And also because of his youth, he felt unworthy, unqualified. Ew, I said that word, unqualified. But God rebuked him, Jeremiah 1:7, and told him not to be afraid. So, Jeremiah was a young guy. I don't know how, you know what? Let's Google. Like, Google is a great source, but let's see. I'm about to drop my thing. Okay. You know, this is me not coming prepared, just kind of throwing something together. How old was Jeremiah when God called him? Approximately 17. Here, we're gonna go to the website, study.com. In the Bible, how old was Jeremiah when he became a prophet? Question. That was a question. The answer, Jeremiah, author of the book of Jeremiah, the Old Testament of the Bible, was the major prophet God called to deliver messages, prophecies to Israel. It wants me to like make an account, but basically this website is saying that he was 17. Do your research though. Don't take what I'm saying. Don't take what this website is saying. After this, I'm going to do my research for myself. But approximately around 17 is what they are saying. So guys, Jeremiah was young. He was young. He was younger than me. And he felt unworthy and unqualified. God speaking to me, telling me to go up to religious leaders, my people, my nation, and telling them what you've told me. Who's gonna listen to someone like me? I'm young. Who's gonna listen? That's really how a lot of us feel. We feel like God is calling us to do something, and we really feel it in our hearts, but we feel like, I'm young. Who's gonna listen to me? I stutter like Moses. I'm unsure. I don't feel qualified. You know what? I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna put it off until I'm older. No, that's an attack from Satan. Don't be afraid because you are young. Don't be afraid because you are young. This is the best opportunity to reach people when you're young. And I love the fact that God rebuked Jeremiah, saying, you get an exact quote. The Lord replied, don't say, I am too young, for you must go wherever I send you and say whatever I tell you. So God is saying him, do not say that you are too young. It's almost like he was saying, like, how dare you say you are too young when I have called you? That's what it makes me think of. He's just like, excuse me? I have called you. It doesn't matter how old you are. I have called you to do this thing. I will supply you with what you need. And it's just amazing. And it amazes me how we get so afraid and so scared to do what God has called us. But then we have to remember, wait, God of the universe, creator of all things, called me to do something, and I'm afraid because I don't know how to get resources for it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I don't know how to reach people. No. I mean, God is in control. He is above it all. He will provide exactly what you need when you need it. He will provide you wisdom. He will provide people to help you. He will provide everything because he has called you to do it. And he has also given you the gifts to do it. If he has called you to do it, he has already given you those gifts, those talents to do it. Which is pretty amazing. All to something wonderful in his big picture. We all have a part in this big picture, and he's called us all to do it. It doesn't matter how old, how young, how strong, how weak we are. He has called us all to do something for his glory and to bring more people to him. And so he's going to supply our needs. So do not be afraid of man. Like, I used to be afraid, like, oh, you know, when I was younger, I did a lot of studies on martyrs, you know, Christian women martyrs, and different men that were martyred, different younger children who were martyred for their faith, and it scared me, you know. And I kind of romanticized it, just to be like, oh, it would be so amazing. But me thinking, I could do it, but no, really sat myself down one day, I broke down in tears, and I said, God, I don't think I could die for you because I'm so scared. And he really comforted me in that. I mean, I really felt his peace and his grace, and I was reminded that God is in control of everything, and he will supply the grace and the strength that we need to get through it. And what an honor it would be to die for God. Honor would be to die for my faith, because Jesus died for me. The highest honor I could ever do, the greatest thing I could ever do, is die for him. Like how Jesus said, there's no greater love than someone who lays his life down for his friend. And that's what Jesus did for us, and in return I will do it for him. So don't be afraid. That is not everybody's call, but really pray about that and focus on that. If you guys want, I can do a study on different Bible verses about fear, and we can have a little series about, you know, equipping boldness and faith and fearlessness, and you know, suggest songs, sermons and stuff like that. If you guys are interested in something like that, just comment down below and let me know. Okay, let's keep going. Basically, God is in control. He's going to allow what he's going to allow, And you just have to trust in him and what he's called you to do. And when you have realized what he has called you to do, you need to really pray, Lord, give me strength and take away my fear. And then you need to grind. You need to grind. Let me repeat that. Grind for him. You need to work hard at it. You need to strive at it. You need to make it your everything. You need to focus on it, study for it, work hard on it, pray about it, grind, work hard for it. Don't rest until you've completed it. And that's what I'm really working on right now with this channel. And you know, I did miss a Friday. There's a lot going on, but I'm really trying to grind on it and grind with my relationship with Jesus. I'm really trying to push it. There are so many things that have been distracting me, and I finally set boundaries for those things so I can really push, because this is the most important thing to me. Of course, after my love for Jesus, is to spread the gospel and to equip young Christian women to help do the same. And I'm going to grind at it, and I'm going to work hard at it. There are days where I'm tired and exhausted, and I will give into that temptation to go to sleep. And I'm really working on, you know, staying up late to spend that personal time with the Lord, because you need that time. So you need it to grind. You really need to work hard and strive. I know it's going to be hard in the beginning. Those first few steps are always the hardest, but soon you will be running. You will be running this race. And you will look back and you'll be like, wow, I can't believe that I did this through Jesus Christ. It's amazing. And you'll look back and you might think, oh, it's not working. I don't have that many views or whatever I'm doing. A lot of people are listening to me. Yes, it will be like that sometimes, but you have to have faith and you have to trust that God has called you to do this, and you have to keep pushing for it, keep searching for it, keep striving. So grind hard. I'm going to give you the strength, the wisdom, the grace you need to accomplish this. You just have to trust him, and then you have to be obedient to what God is telling you to do. If he is telling you to do something, you must be obedient to him. You must say what he has called you to say. You must do what he's called you to do. You must go where he's called you to go. Don't be afraid of man, okay? You have to remember that God is on your side, so do not fear them. Don't let them discourage you. Like when they were Ezra, when they were rebuilding the temple, there were so many people who were discouraging them. You gotta block that out and focus. You're like, no, God has called me to do this. Yes, I am young, but he has given me his wisdom to complete what he has called me to do. Yes, I am weak, but he has given me the strength to complete what he has called me to do. Yes, I am exhausted and I am worn out, but God will supply that strength and energy I need to complete what he has called me to do. So never lose sight of that. Keep striving for that goal, that prize, to bring everyone to Christ, and to know that you've completed God's perfect plan for your life. Watching this video was kind of short, but we're talking about don't be afraid because you are young. God has called you. If God has called you to do something, be excited for it and be like when you feel that confirmation in your heart, when you feel that confirmation in your heart, be excited and be like, and bring it to the Lord. Work hard at it. Pray about it. Don't feel like you have to do this on your own either. God will be with you. He will supply people to help you. He will supply wisdom. So don't be afraid. Work hard. You are not too young. You will never be too young or too old when God has called you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it encouraged and inspired you. If it did, please share with a friend. Like, comment down below if you want me to do a series on fearlessness. I can get a few videos out about that. If you guys would like to see something like that, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it challenged you to grind hard for Jesus. Don't forget that you are loved beyond measure. Please subscribe. You know, I was looking on YouTube's views last night and I saw I got one more subscriber, and it made me so happy because this is one person I don't know. I don't know who it is because the other are like my friends and family. And so now seeing somebody that is saying someone subscribed that I do not know is like really encouraging and really inspiring. So thank you so much. Please share and subscribe, like, click the bell to get notified when I post a new video. I'm doing my very best to post them every Friday. And thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. I love you guys so much. Bye.